And nowadays you don't hardly go a day without noticing that either something is leaked onto the internet, be it photos, files, or secure files that you wanted just for your personal use, but you end up finding them on the internet. And to help us understand what goes into mobile security, I'm now joined by Manoj Changrapat, who's the Director for IT and Mobile Division at Samsung East Africa. Manoj,
good afternoon.
Hardly do we go a day. Leaked photos, especially the leaked photos, especially in the West. But how secure are our tablets, phones in this market?
I think let's start with the basic consumer awareness, and I think most of the users know what we are talking about as a basic security.
Yeah.
But my recommendation to most of the users will be, let's not trade in convenience and with security. So when you download something or when you go into reading terms and conditions, please go through it carefully, and that's one part of it. And second part of it is the password bit is very important. So some sites advise you to change the password once in 60 days or once in 90 days. And thereabout. Of course, the common things that you're talking about is, one is about leaking the photos either by someone hacking into to the main server, or there could be the phishing attempts as well. So I think it's a problem that is on rise, and I think as a community, as Kenyan citizens, we must be aware of what must be done to prevent them.
Yeah. There's some of these websites that we're going in now that we're shifting more into mobile internet. People are going into phones, onto websites, and they're getting pop-ups, and they keep following the pop-ups. Are some of the malwares that now people are using to phish, and how do you advise them now in future to go about this?
Yeah, so I think one part of it is that of course in every website or every mobile website you would find some advertisement, mobile advertisement or internet advertising.
Yeah.
So if you're sure about it, if it is a Safaricom or Airtel, I mean one of the reputed brands, of course one must check out the offers and so forth. But if you suspect any bad activity, or if you suspect anything, you should not click on such links. On the other hand, I mean, my recommendation would be, you talked about the smartphones, a tablet. I mean, some of our new products, for example, there's a Note 4. I mean, it's coming with, fingerprint security. So there are, we are, as device manufacturers, we are also trying to improve the security on mobile phones and tablets. But I think the onus is sitting a great deal on the user himself. So the advice would be, basically don't, download unnecessary applications. Don't click on links that you're not sure about. A lot of spams and spam mails going around. Just be on the lookout, saying that we are not very, very safe on the cyber space.
In this day and age, people like syncing. Like, you have your mobile, you have your tablet, so people are syncing stuff and storing stuff on clouds. Now, how secure are those cloud servers that perhaps we cannot see, but you have stored a lot of your data on?
Look, I mean, cloud services are, mainly used for, backup. For example, I mean, I've got a number of documents, files, and photos on it. I want to back up. I want to create a backup, so that's why I go to the cloud service. So I think there are few, good advices. I mean, of course, we talked about the password change once in 90 days. Very, very important for cloud services. Secondly, I mean, make sure that your tablet or the device do not have, the phishing application. So we could install anti-virus software or malware software which can actually detect frequently. And of course, there are a few smaller tricks, like you must upgrade your phones or tablets operating system and install the security patches, because as a growing ecosystem, even the manufacturers or the platform providers, they all are detecting, and trying to prevent this. So I think a number of things that are the ones I would recommend. It's not just a one solution for all. But you're right. The growth of cloud services will increase, since we're looking for more and more space.
Right. But for someone like me who has a device and perhaps feels like everything that is on my device is it's neither here nor there, it's not that, it's just damaging, and doesn't necessarily put passwords or put protocols or even download security backing up apps or something like that, then how then secure would I be in terms of updating myself, just make sure that the content on my phone just remains for me, not necessarily because I'm fearing anything that is on my device?
Well, I mean, as a manufacturer, and I think from our side, we're doing the education bit in the retail, especially in the point of sale where consumers buy. So, and we are open to receiving any queries on mobile security, either on our social network media or on our call center. So we're quite open to receive, and we are willing to educate a consumer like you. But it's a combination of, our effort, of course, a consumer effect, and let's work together as stakeholders in this system. It has to be perhaps addressed from a wider perspective, including the regulators and other authorities in Kenya. I'm sure this is a common problem, not just for you and me, and as a company. But maybe building a bigger platform would help.
Let me throw a spanner in the works as we wind up. All the leaking cases that perhaps you've heard of happen to have come from one of your more agitated competitors. Is that a testament to the kind of devices that you do and the kind of security features that you put on your phone, or is it just by coincidence?
Well, I think I just want to add on to that. I mean, we from our side, I mean, one of the things that we talked about is the file uploading. I mean, we are actually telling consumers, you can encrypt the files and upload. So, we think that we are leading the pack in mobile security. I cannot comment on the competition, but
right.
Unfortunately.
All right. Thank you, Manoj.
Thank you.
That has been Manoj Chandrapat, who is the Director for IT and Mobile Division at Samsung.